Imperfectly perfect, imperfectly perfect. Imperfectly perfect, imperfect, imperfectly, imperfectly perfect. Imperfectly perfect couple. Oh yeah.
Welcome to the Imperfectly Perfect Couple Podcast. I'm your girl Candy.
And I am Tank.
So, we've been going through a lot of different things this week. We are getting our children ready.
For
School.
damn.
Oh my goodness, like,
And we ain't ready.
we ain't ready at all.
We are not.
We haven't shopped for a pencil.
I got a book bag.
I was just about to say a book bag.
I got a book bag.
But yeah, we ain't shopped for not a nan, gym shoe, shirt.
We ain't did nothing. Because we ain't got no money. I mean, that's...
It's the truth. It's like
We ain't got no money.
life. Life
Yeah.
be, but we're not going to say we ain't got no money. We're not going to say that. We're going to say we have all of the money that we need to get everything done. Is how we going to put that.
That just ain't been making sense right now.
It ain't been making sense, but at the end of the day, you got to keep something. You got to hold on to something.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
So,
They're holding on to their school clothes from last year. That's exactly what we're doing. Shit, man. But when I seen that book bag, though, when I was at Walmart and I seen that book bag, and I'm like, this is a really good deal because I remember, I'm going to just say last year, I remember when they had came out, I guess it's a thing to where that they normally do, they come out like with, I guess for early back to school shoppers. Mm-hmm. So like the beginning of August, maybe the end of July, beginning of August, they had put out like these little special combo book bag, unbelievable prices to where you get, I mean now, you know, with I guess majority of the schools having like some type of like media class or whatever the case, so the kids need headphones, so you get the headphones, water bottle, the pencil case thingy, lunchbox, and of course the book bag, and you get all of that for under $30. So when I seen it, I'm like, Candy, look, I know Gabe and Cassidy really don't care about book bags
No, they
because
don't.
you know the grade that they in now, so they not all into that. I'm like, but Callie, I see something for her, and if we don't get it right now, I know we're going to be mad because later on, you got to piece all of that together. You got to find the book bag, then the water bottle. You got to get everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm glad that I did get that because she is most definitely, or she was excited about that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah, so all of that stuff. And then orientations was this week.
Yes.
When you guys see this is probably going to be like a couple of weeks before the kids actually go back to school. But
Maybe
Maybe.
Maybe next week, depending on what we do.
A week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever. But orientation for high school. Our son Gabe, he is going to the 9th grade. And taking him to that orientation, I remember like when I went to orientation in 9th grade. Do you remember that?
No, I really don't. I don't. My mama was like, because I told my mama what you said, how you was kind of like blindsided.
Man, because my daddy dropped my ass off and kept going.
Listen.
And my mama was fussing at me and she was like, why you didn't have his ass? You should have called him and told him to come back up there. And I'm like, Daddy was on afternoons at the time. He knew I had to be at the school. He pulled up, dropped me off, and I was looking like, dog, like.
And you know what? To be honest with you, I don't think my mama took me to no damn orientation. She might have dropped me off there, but I know I walked back. Because it was, and I don't even think. I don't know about that, Ma. I really, I'm thinking about that. She talking about, yeah, because they did the same thing to me. Which what they did was when Candy took Gabe up to his orientation, she was under the impression that everybody was gonna stay.
Right, because how they had it set up, it was a parent meeting and orientation, and you can either do the 8 o'clock when the kids had to go to orientation and they were there for a half a day, or you could do the 6 p.m. when you would show up for most parents at work.
And I was at work.
And he was at work. So
you could have did 6 p.m.?
I could have. He couldn't have.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
he would have missed out on lockers and all of that schedule. So
I'm gonna get a knuckle sandwich.
Who gonna get a knuckle sandwich?
Captain Planet ring. No, go ahead.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Anywho, so as we were walking into school, like I know all of our children have had a chance to go to the high school because of different things that they may hold, like they got a planetarium and things of that sort. So they're familiar with it, but I'm not.
What's the planetarium?
Like a big.
Is it a place where plants grow?
Yeah, like it's like a science center, or with all of the stuff, the plants and.
His high school got that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like they got
so it's like the science center.
Yeah, like it's like
That's
a whole dope little thing, earthly and not earthly, but you know what I mean, like earthy type.
Got you. Like a greenhouse.
Yeah. So I was
last time interrupting you.
I don't care about that, because I interrupted you. Okay. So like when we was coming in, they were like, "Okay, parents, go in this room. Students, follow that way." And I'm like. At this point, I was like, okay, well, maybe they separating us for right now because they want to talk to us separate about like parent stuff versus the kids who they're probably going to have like in an assembly type style or whatever. Because it was a lot of kids being dropped off, but it was a lot of parents that showed up. So my thing was, because of how Gabe was nervous, of course, and we had to give him a pep talk and all of that a pep talk and all of that stuff. We had to give him a pep talk. And so with Gabe being on the spectrum, he's funny about new things. You know what I'm saying? So we have to like constantly like redirection and amping him up and making him feel comfortable and things of that sort. He's 14. He goes through everything that every other normal kid go through, but sometimes it may be amplified when it comes to new experiences things. Or changes. Yeah. So we have to constantly give him reassurance, like everything is going to be okay. You're going to see kids that you probably went to elementary school with and kids you probably went to middle school with, or what have you. Make new friends. This is the time for that. Right. So they separate us in these rooms. The parents and the students. The parents from the students. Okay. And then we sit there probably for about an hour, 15 minutes or so. And after that, they were like, okay, parents, come back and get your kids at 12:30. And I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, like, right before they separated us, Gabe was like, Mom, are you going to stay? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to stay. And so when they told us basically get out unless you need a packet to fill out if you didn't get one in the mail for your student. Bye. I was just like, I felt emotional. I was teary. I feel that. Like I was just like, okay, like I understand, like this is the moment that children kind of act like they don't need their parents, is like when they get to high school because they find in themselves, and that's perfectly fine. But I think with Gabe's situation, I feel like in many of ways he still relies on us and needs us, like how we could adapt, like how my ass got dropped off at the school, but I was able to adjust.
I don't agree with you though on that part, to where that he needs us as much. I think the reason for that is because a lot of situations haven't really been put up on him. Like, for example, this summer, he could have went away for a few days or a week or so for marching band. But he chose not to do it, and we really didn't push him too much, which later on we said we should have done it. So I think it's a part of us too, not necessarily, I guess if you will, like not exposing him, all of our children to certain situations. So, I mean, because that morning when he got up for school, actually that night, but that morning when he seemed like he was straight. He was smooth. Now, keep in mind, he still was under the impression that y'all wasn't going to separate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't.
But I did kind of plant that in his head too. Like, it could have been a possibility because we did kind of tell him, like, you know, like it may be a thing to where they may not let me come in or something of that sort of as far as what was said. But I think he felt the comfort behind everything, knowing that he still knew of that I was technically in the building, even though I wasn't. So right.
You know, I feel that.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, I just feel like that's something that we've always kind of planted in our head. Like, he needs us. Like, we ain't never been the helicopter parents or things of that sort. I think we were more protective of him when he wasn't able and when he was nonverbal. But now that he's more independent and doing everything for himself, like, we want him to get out there and push that for him. So I think it's healthy.
I agree. No, most definitely. Most definitely it's healthy. I mean, especially with a person that may feel like how he may feel with being on the spectrum or without being on the spectrum. A person that's not necessarily used or not comfortable when it comes to change, because you get a lot of people that be like that, that's not used to change and all that. So a lot of times people find like their comfort zone within people, or if somebody know that you may get somebody that's not necessarily pushing you, or go ahead and see how it is. You know what I'm saying? And then tell me how, then make your assumption afterward, or let me know what you think about after you experience it. You get some people that embrace however you feeling, and no, you need to stay in that mode. You know what I'm saying? So nah, I don't think that's good for nobody.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not, because I tend to, even in like my field, I tend to see a lot of that stuff, like with grown people. You be having people like 30s, 40s, 50s who parents have not been able to let them go because they felt like it's something wrong, or they know it's something wrong, but they coddle them. And it gives them the inability to just simple things like know how to fill out paperwork, knowing how to speak up for themselves or advocate for themselves. And, it tends to ruin relationships. Like, if they were to ever want a relationship, they would be leaning heavy on that significant other to do everything for them, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of times, in most cases, it'd be the moms.
I was just going to say
that hold on and want to be like, nah, you.
Because I was going to say that's when you normally, I guarantee the situation that you're describing, that's normally the behavior or the patterns that you normally see from a mom that they would consider mama's boys and all that. Yeah. That's the type of behavior. But going back to what you said, to where like how some people don't necessarily want to do certain things for themselves. A few weeks back, I had picked this one lady up. I'm trying to think, was she fine? I'm trying to think, was she perfectly fine? I don't think this lady had anything wrong with her. No, she was on a walker. She had like one of the little walkers, to where she can even sit down on it or whatever the case. But she still had to physically push the walker. And so I picked her up. Then I had to go pick up this other young lady, right? This young lady that I picked up, that I wound up picking up after I picked the older lady up, right? She was going to work. Now this girl worked, when I tell you, the young lady that I picked up that was on her way to work, she works, when I say from overtime to not missing days where it appears she don't miss days. I mean, her work ethic is crazy. Now, the older lady, after the young lady got on the bus, when she got on the bus, she started thinking or whatever the case. Now, this is after the fact, because now after I dropped the young lady off, now I'm dropping the older lady off. And the older lady was like, you know what? By me looking at her, because the young lady actually has she got some type of disability, right? To where it's a visible disability.
Okay.
What's going on with her? So you don't have to guess. You can physically see it. But this young lady got her uniform on and she's going to work. And I'm like, no, she go to work all the time. You know what I'm saying? And the lady was like, wow. This older lady, she was like, I get it. She was like, at first, I didn't agree with a lot of the politicians that, you know, that point the finger at those people that may be receiving government assistance and never want to do anything, or is completely nothing wrong with you. And here it is. This is not me. This is the older lady talking. She was like, here it is. I physically see this lady, this young girl, with a visible disability. And she's on her way to work, and you have able-bodied people that don't want to do anything. She was like, I get it. At first, I didn't get it, but I get it. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? And I've been picking this girl up who was on her way to work. I've been picking her up since I've been working at the company that I work at. I've been picking her up for over a year now. You know what I'm saying? So she goes to work for sure. And it ain't no little easy job. Like, she work. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, that older lady was like, she couldn't, but like it's like she just had got like a
aha moment.
A real aha moment. You know what I'm saying? But, and I thought that was kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? For her to physically see that. And just at that moment, her whole perception on, you know, politicians feeling certain ways about people, you know, getting things or not receiving things, and putting time limits on aid or whatever the case may be, or you need to work X amount of hours. And when that lady seen that, she was like, I get it. Nobody should have an excuse. Nobody. Nobody. If you can get up and do, she was like, what I just seen, it ain't no excuse. So I just thought I'd throw that in there.
And I was about to say, and they keep them busy too. And it's also like, you know,
she with it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with her mentally. It's just that you can physically see. Yeah, you can physically see her disability. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it keep people busy. You know what I'm saying? Keep them out of trouble. All type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why they promote so heavy in the schools. Like, get your kid into a sport, get them involved with something. Yeah. Like, touching on, going back on the orientation, like Cassidy, she had her orientation today. Oh, boy. And you could touch on that because you were able to go to that. I missed that because I was at work, so.
Well, I mean, okay, so like, with Cassidy's orientation, it was simple. It was straight to the point. She's going to the 7th grade. I mean, and to me, at that age, it's more so like, I think
you're in the sweet spot, like middle school.
Well, yeah, they're in the sweet spot, but at that 6th, 7th grade, I think for like a lot of kids or children at that age, they really don't know how they want to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like they still coming within themselves. You know what I'm saying? They still becoming whoever they going to be going into the 8th, 9th, 10th, you know what I'm saying? And going on out. So she appeared to be like, you know, it was kind of, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, dang, you going to see, you know, some friends or whatever. So, you know, we get up to the school or whatever the case, and it was straight simple. It was straight to the point. They had everything organized. They had a little bit different from when we had went with Gabe. I'm thinking that's what I remember with Gabe. And, you know, once she got her little classes, she was she was disappointed because she has math.
First hour.
She was like, oh man, I got math first hour, man.
She was like, Mom, who wants to wake up and do math first thing in the morning? Like, nobody wants to do that.
And then like, I had to flex my skills a little bit. You know what I mean? It's been a minute.
Flex your skills with what?
I had to flex my skills. So on her paper that she wound up getting her classes on, it had her locker number and her combination number on there. So I was like, you know what you're doing? Now I'm filming as we're walking up the hallway. I'm like, you know what you doing? She like, all that. So we go to her locker, whatever. And then she walks over to it. I said, dang, man, what's up? You know what you doing? Well, you got this? Callie and Kaylani, they just, Kaylani just twirling around in the hallway. Callie like, come on, Cass, what you doing? And all that stuff. So she do it a third time. I said, man, look out. Let me see this, man. Let me see if I still got it. Now, I was really playing because I didn't know if I remembered, you know what I'm saying? Like how you supposed to, clear that one pass, whatever. And I looked at the little numbers on there. And I was like, man, look out. I was like, still got it. Yeah, still got it. And she like, what? I was like, first try too.
Nah.
And then Callie and Callie like, yeah, Daddy, you still got it, yeah, and all that stuff.
Childish.
So when we was getting ready to leave, I had, I told her close it, and then she wound up figuring it out or whatever. She finally got it after she seen me do it. But then I felt good because it was this guy. He wasn't older, but he was appeared to be older than me. He heard me telling her, what to do, and I guess he heard like my excitement too of me opening up the locker. So as we getting ready to go, he like, hey, big fella, don't you got to pass to the right one good full time? And then I was like, yep. So then he took the paper and, showed what appeared to be his daughter, could have been his granddaughter, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Showed the young lady he was with, and he was like, yep, you got to turn this way, and then turn that way. And then I heard, I was like, yeah, I got it. We walked on out. So that was pretty much it, man. That was it. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool, but I think with elementary school, middle school, it's not as extensive, if you will. Mm-hmm. Because you got to think too. It's like Gabe compared to Cassidy's experience. Mm-hmm. This is a brand new school. I'm starting all over. Brand new. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I'm the freshie. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, if this was Cassidy going into the 6th grade, she'll probably feel like how he felt, or some of it. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I think she didn't feel like that because he was already there.
And I don't know. I don't know. I have to go back and see if I got some footage. Possibly.
I got some footage.
I had to see. But that probably.
When you said freshie, that made me think of remember Freshie Fridays? Man,
Wait
a minute, because by the time we went to the same high school, we didn't even know each other, right?
Didn't know her. I never seen her.
And it's crazy because I just told Cassidy this. I was like, I wish it was a way that I could replay my memory from high school and like watch it on the screen and then be like, see how many times me and you actually passed each other in the hallway and didn't notice each other.
Knew of and like, seen so many of your friends.
Like my friends seen him and was like, I remember him from high school.
One of my bros and her are the same age, graduated the same year. Then y'all had a class or two?
Had classes, yeah.
They had classes. Everything. Never crossed. If I did cross,
it's crazy. But when we came in the 9th grade, they kept us isolated. They wanted us just on the first floor.
But the crazy thing about it.
But we still wandered.
For some reason, when y'all came into high school, y'all 9th grade year, for some reason, I don't know how this panned out, but me and Jay always was in the lunchroom with each other. Always. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if we was just on bullshit. I don't know. But we always was in the lunchroom. Some way, somehow, we was always in the lunchroom.
That's crazy.
Majority of the time, yep.
That was crazy. I remember they started checking schedules and making sure that your ID didn't say you was supposed to be in class when you was really in lunch. Because lunch started getting on my nerve. Like 9th grade, it was funny because you would see the kids dancing on the tables and making beats and playing music and all of that stuff. And
After a
then,
while, you just
like,
nigga.
when I got it for 10th grade, I told my counselor, I was like, I can't sit another year in lunch.
Man.
I don't even eat lunch.
With me, it didn't matter because I had Votech. So, I had to leave.
What is Votech?
Well, that's when they had like extracurricular classes, like trade school. That's what it was. And I have a 2-year certificate in biomedical engineering and technology. That's what I have, a 2-year certificate. I wish I would have did something else because they just changed the whole game on that. Mm-hmm. I mean, you still can do something with that, but it literally became
obsolete.
Not necessarily obsolete, but it was like the things that they were having a lot of those techs fix in the hospitals, we can replace it for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Like
we got that at my job. They got like the little, how do you say it again? What is it called?
The biomedical tech person?
Yeah, we got, but they call them something different.
Biomedical technical.
But they come in and they fix our machines.
And see, so like as far as like with the hospital, you got to think like, you know, like the call lights. Like it was a thing. Like I remember when I first started. Well, no, I think this was probably like my 2nd year. And when they had wound up sending me to Children's Hospital to go, I forgot what they call it. But that's when you actually went out in the field.
Oh,
and
like
you went
field
to,
work,
you went to go actually do you went to go do like I think like, was it practicum?
Probably.
Whatever it was called. But anyway, I had to go to the Children's Hospital. And during this time, they still had like, I was incubators that babies would be in, you know, replacing some of those if they didn't heat up right. You changing out resistors, capacitors, and all that type of stuff. Fixing call lights. But then it just got to a point. It got to a point to where it was like, okay, I'm gonna pay you all of this money to change out a call light, and I can order a gang of call lights and just literally unplug it, plug it back in the wall, done. You know what I'm saying? So, but don't get me wrong. It's some things that still they just don't need as many people. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's intriguing.
Yeah. So,
I didn't know you went to Votech for that.
Really?
I didn't know that was like. No, I don't remember like that part.
Yeah. I got the.
I remember you saying you went to Votech, but for what? I didn't remember.
Biomedical engineering technology. Yeah. It's a 2-year certificate. I got it. It's in my bag. I'm
gonna have to look at this.
And I did not want that class. I didn't. I hated it. So yeah. So that's one of the reasons why. For me, it didn't matter when my lunch was because I had to still come back to school.
That's probably why I didn't see you.
Well, I don't know. I know, but I had a 1 to 8.
What, 11th grade?
Man, I had because Votech, the way how it was.
That took up 4 hours of your day. So you did that as soon as you got to school, or you did that like third hour?
I had to leave whatever hour that was. I had to leave. I left like I know I still would have lunch.
Were you actually eating lunch, or were you?
No, I didn't eat no lunch. I ain't eating no lunch.
You just had leisure.
I was just in there chilling, talking to people.
Macking hoes.
Nah, I ain't do all that. Nah. I actually was in a relationship. All the way up until what?
So much of a grown man at such a young age.
You got that right. And speaking of grown men things, how did you like that food today?
Yeah, because he cooked. Wait. I forgot what movie that was. Oh.
What movie?
It was the Tyler Perry movie. When he was like, I came home and she cooked. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
I can't think it was Tyson Beckford. No, that's not Tyson Beckford. Michael J. What's his name? The karate dude.
I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. The dude to do martial arts.
Yeah.
Why Did I Get Married? That's what I'm thinking about.
Okay.
But he cooked. Like, literally. He cooked some fresh salmon, which was delectable.
Okay.
And some pasta. And he also cooked
or made.
He made a Caesar salad. I mean, you cooked it. I don't think you can cook lettuce, but
Bon appetit to the chef.
and then he put lemon wedges. lemon wedges in a salad. And I'm like, he getting real fancy. And then made me some caramel chocolate pretzels because he knew I was crazy. Listen, we went on that cruise.
The candy store.
The candy store
Yeah.
at the Carnival Cruise has these pretzels that are caramel salted pretzels. And they like, I don't know, they just like smudge the caramel chew in the middle and they dip them. And they salt them on the outside. So they got a bomb ass candy store. And I wish I could have taken some of that back with me. But, you know, with all that stuff. But he had made me some caramel chocolate pretzels that tasted similar. Okay? Which were pretty good. And so, like, I really enjoyed my dinner. I came home. I maybe
Side nicks.
Oh, my God.
I know what I'm doing. Side got nicks. I'm making them pretzels, side nicks.
What do that got to do with anything now?
That's the side got nick dance.
Nah, I know that, but what do that got to do with the fact that you baked the pretzels?
Remember what I said? When they were saying how was it? You was what?
What that mean?
I'm trying to see that pretty round brown driving me.
You see that anyway, so like, what difference do it make?
I don't know. I don't know.
And that ain't changed nothing now.
No, it didn't. No.
It ain't changed nothing.
I just thought it would be comedic.
I
You know.
That ain't changed nothing.
Yeah,
Because
no.
this still happens. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
still
Very
going on.
often.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're looking at the time now.
What? I'm looking at the time now.
But yeah, so I cooked and
He could.
it was good.
And the kids enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like I think they're gonna make recommendations, like, or put in a word for the chef.
They knew I was cooking because I asked them when we was out.
No, I'm saying going forward. They gonna Chef Daddy, can you make some such and such?
I forgot what I told Cassidy I was gonna make. Cause you stole my other thing. What I was gonna make.
Man, I wasn't trying to steal that from you.
You stole it.
I wasn't trying to steal that from you. I was really thinking that you asked me to cook.
I didn't ask nothing. You stole my idea.
So listen, I'm so used to cooking that I don't even know when I'm being asked or being told what to do. I
This
feel like I'm
mamacita
being
here.
bullied in the kitchen.
Please.
Like, this is what I want. Get in there and make that food, woman.
Never.
So,
Never. Never.
I'm just kidding.
I'm never like.
I'm just kidding, but I mean, that's in my instinct now because that's been the routine since
maybe
we
your
moved
kids.
here. Listen, your kids is rude too because they do that. And I had to check the oldest two recently within the last week. You know, Gabe, you know, he struggled with some things and he like, turn on the shower. So, and I walked past me with this deep voice, turn on the shower. And I'm like, excuse me? And he was like, I gotta take a shower. I was like, so how do you ask me? I was like, you just demand.
Where's my dessert?
What you making for dessert? What you making for dinner?
See, I'm not. I'm not like. I am far from. You can give me a sandwich. I'm good.
He always talking about a sandwich. He don't want no damn sandwich.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I will.
You probably will, but you gonna get tired of a sandwich eventually.
No, I
you
won't.
ain't fucking with no sandwich
No, I
like
won't.
that.
No.
Anyway, but yeah, and then Cassidy said something weird to me today, and I was like, excuse me? And I'm like, I feel like you telling me what it is that you need, or what it was about the little the chore rewards that you've been promising
Oh
them.
yeah.
I need that $20 because this and this, and I gotta renew my membership. I was like, who you talking to? Mommy, are we gonna get our chore money this weekend?
Got to get them together, big dog.
I ain't got time for that. I'm not being bullied by no kids who don't pay no bills around here.
Well, speaking of bills, it's time to take a break, and I gotta fill her up, literally fill her up. You know what I mean? So.
Nah,
right, we'll be
she
back.
ain't getting filled up.
All right, we are back, and this is the part of the show.
Where he gets serious. Go ahead.
I'm already serious. Well, we are going to talk about the power of who's around you. Now,
Okay, what do you mean by that?
what I mean by that is, well, for my bachelor party, right?
Oh, you had a bachelor party?
I mean, if you will, a bachelor vacation, getaway, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Man.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah. But, cuz Marquise, he wound up saying something to me that made me think.
And Marquise says a lot of things.
A lot of things. A lot of deep things, you know.
Yeah, he makes you think.
Yeah. And he pretty much says something on the verge of, you know, pretty much don't go by what people say, you go by what they do, how they show up for you. You know what I'm saying? And crunch time, or just like in times, like when you, I don't even say need people, but just at critical times, how people show up for you. That says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because people can say anything. You know what I'm saying? Or they can randomly damn near do anything. But how do you show up for me? You know what I'm saying? And speaking of people showing up, and that this is technically the second show of us being back, and we're still on the verge of talking about the wedding, getting you guys acclimated with all of the different things that took place and didn't take place. There are a few people that I most definitely want to basically like talk about how they showed up for me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's talk about it. So what happened?
Well, first off, when I announced to the bros that a date was already set, chapel was paid for. We still wasn't sure about the hall yet, because that was something I kind of wanted Kandy to give her take on that, which I said that in the previous episode. Because, you know, which I also talked about too in a previous episode, is that we talked about different scenarios, you know, to where we talked about possibly going ahead and having a ceremony, and then possibly waiting a few months to a year and then doing a reception. Now, so when I took the new information to the bros, like, hey, it's happening. I know we at least having a ceremony. It's going down for sure. I know we having a ceremony. The very first person that I called or that I received a call from was Terrence. And he immediately was like, bro, just let me know. I'm going to be there. I got you on the pictures. Immediately. You got it, my cameras, whatever you need access to, you got it. Immediately. It wasn't, I didn't even get a chance to say, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, well, how much? Don't even worry about no money, none of this. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So, and that really showed that it really, like, moments like that, it kind of show you where people place you. You know what I'm saying?
In their lives, yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? And then the second person that I called, well, either received a call from, I don't remember, was Marquise. And I told him about everything, and he like, you know, because he was going, you know, he was working where it is working. And I'm like, well, bro, you know, if you can make it, you know, I don't know, because at this point, didn't know how big our wedding party was going to be. But at that point, that didn't even matter. After I told him, you know, I don't know if we're going to actually have a big wedding party, if it was just going to be our children or whatever the case may be. And he was like, well, it don't matter. Just let me know the date. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, nah, bro, you know, because I understand, you know, this and this and that, people working and so on and so forth. He like, work? Work? Oh, no, I'm going to be there. What you talking about? So that was his first way of showing up, like, no, this is important. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're getting married. Like, do you understand? You know what I'm saying? So then when things the ball started rolling on your end, to where certain things started transpiring about bachelorette parties and this and that. And I'm hearing chatters. And I tell cuz, I'm like, dog. Because I think we were playing around. Me and you had one time, we were talking about bachelor parties. And I was like, man, my God, we don't do strip club. You know what I'm saying? We don't. It ain't no. It's never been a time when we all collectively went to it. That's just something we just didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So when I called him and I told him, I was like, yeah, man. I'm like, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Her you know, her girls. You know, they talking about doing this and that for her. He was like, what? Oh, they about to do what? I got one even better. We going to Colombia. I'm like, Colombia? I'm like, dog, I just wanted to do something here local. Like, what you mean? Colombia? He was like, dog, we going to Colombia. Trust me. When I say going over there, it was, for me, I know people probably would automatically think like, yeah, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? The women and this and that. Nah, just the misconception of what's put out there in the media on how Colombia may look, how the people may act. The people over there are very, 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 very appreciative. They remember you. They show their appreciation. You know what I'm saying? They happy to see you because to me, what I received and like what me and Marquise was talking about while we were there, it seemed as if they were happy to see Black Americans like in the flesh. Like these, you know, I'm not just looking at with the TV or, you know what I'm saying, what they see on videos or if they have YouTube or whatever the case they may have over there. No, I'm looking at y'all in the flesh and I'm talking to y'all. That's the type of energy that I was receiving from, like, they were really appreciative, you know what I'm saying? And then just the way how it's set up over there, like how we value space. Everything is like rush, now, me. Every restaurant we went to, meeting people, it's like they give you time. It's like you're forced to deal with people. You know what I'm saying? You're forced to associate with people, even if it's people that you don't know. I mean, because if it's me and you out at dinner, I'm here, you here, and it's going to be a couple like literally right here. And then there's somebody like literally like right behind you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing to where it ain't like you got this big old giant table and you taking up, you know, half of a section of this. It ain't like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, me and Cuz, when we was over there, man, it was a thing to where, you know, just a lot of reflecting.
You talking about the food too? Like
the food was amazing. The food was amazing. Like the food was very clean. You don't get like huge portion sizes, but the food was amazing. Now, I wouldn't drink that water. I didn't drink, you know. You buy bottled water for sure. I bought bottled water the whole time I was there. But yeah, like you really like the hospitality there is unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? And it is not a thing about just all about money. No, I mean, because we was in the hoods. We went to the trenches. You know what I'm saying? So,
but they say that about a lot of like Hispanic countries or Spanish-speaking countries, just period, like South America and even like Mexico. Like,
yeah,
it's no like culture barriers or like the racism stuff. You don't see that there.
Yeah.
It's like it's a mutual respect, and you know
they were curious. It's like they were just they were very curious, and neither one of us, myself nor Marquise, we don't speak Spanish. So we over in this country, we thugging it out the whole time, using our phones that's barely getting reception or it's spotty.
That was a nightmare. Like that part,
The phone part.
The phone.
Yeah, they do something with their towers to where they reset if your phone is not from, well, I don't know. But if your phone ain't from there, it seemed like it reset. And you got to go through the whole process of getting it back going again. I'm like, man, look, you see my location. As long as you see what my last location was, if something happened, you know where the start was. But it was cool, man. It was really cool being over there. And, you know, just like I said, so as far as the wedding aspect, the way how Marquise and Terrence, on my behalf, immediately showed up and with no questions asked, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here, what up? You know what I'm saying? And like, I even asked Terrence, and he like, man, do you understand? Like, as much as you have done, at least for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, the earlier filming days and just all of the other things that I've done. He was like, bro, no, this will be my gift to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, no questions asked. And with me, it's more so a thing to where, like, you know, I'm normally the person that's assisting. So when it comes to a thing of, you know, receiving like that, because like I said in the beginning, you can hear people saying all of these different things, you know, what they may do or what they gonna do. But to actually see or actually have a person show up for you, you know what I'm saying? They're showing you what they gonna do. That's a totally different experience. And they actually follow through. Because, like, when I say I didn't have to spend a dime over there, man, like, literally, Marquise covered everything from the flight, where we stayed, eating every morning, getting in the clubs. Like, everything was covered, man. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till I can return that. You know what I mean? For sure. So that's my experience.
Gratitude.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
about.
Yeah, for sure. Being able to experience that, you know what I'm saying? And giving people they flowers, or they just do, so they can hear you say that. So we have this platform, so why not?
Yeah, so, like, I would say, like, on my end, things fell apart.
Now, is this pertaining to what?
This is pertaining to the bachelorette party.
So this is the wedding.
So this is circling around the wedding and the people that actually, you know, stepped up. So, like, you know, when you announce you're getting married, you know, you do expect for some people that are even closest to you to be like, hey, I can do this, or, you know, I didn't necessarily get that, but I did get it from, you know, extended friends and family and close friends and things of that sort. So it was just amazing to see, you know, how people, like what you were saying, how they place you in their lives, like the importance of when they see, like, okay, you know, my cousin getting married, my, you know, whomever, my friend getting married, you know what I'm saying? So I got to do this, and this, or make sure that even if I'm there for a listening ear, that I can be there of some type of support. And so, you know, immediately, like, you know, one of my cousins, Jessica, she stepped up and was like, hey, if you need anything,
you did say,
let me know. You know, immediately, of course, Candace had said that, you know, my friend Monique had said that. They were like, well, let me know if you need anything, or etc. You know, so just in the midst of not knowing what was being planned behind the scenes for me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I did not know. But then when things fell apart, I was told by the person, like, well, this was what was supposed to happen for you. But basically, since that person couldn't be a part of it, then I'm going to kind of tell you everything that was supposed to happen. So after all of that had came out, you know, things were kind of like, kind of sour or whatever. And I ended up reaching out to you, and I reached out to my friends, and I was telling them like this, and this not gonna happen. And they were like, well, it would have been nice if you wouldn't have known like what was going to happen, but just know that we're still going to do something for you because of how it was sprung on them last minute, and then how it was told to me of everything that was going to unfold. They didn't feel right. They felt like, in a sense, my term is like, damage control. Like they had to pick up the pieces and put it back together of what was trying to come together that never came together. So that was basically like Monique and Candace behind the scenes. Circling back, like my cousin was like, DJ, she got all of the DJ information, and she was like, I'm going to do that for y'all. That's y'all wedding gift, And I'm like, because, we were in the midst of, after we found the hall, we like, we're going to do, our own little music. We don't necessarily have to pay no DJ, My cousin came out of nowhere and was like, hey, I got y'all on this. Just like Monique and Candace came and was like, I got you. We're going to still have a bachelorette party. Like, theme and everything had been picked out. They decided to go with the same theme, which was, like the Beyonce 7-Eleven rodeo type thing, because my bachelorette party was on 7-Eleven, that song that she has out in particular, So they were, sticking with the theme because outfits and monies and all of that stuff were already purchased and paid for, so they didn't want to change too much. And, they sufficed the most of the guest list that they could get, but they did have to come to me and say like, hey, I need all of the people whose numbers, and from what they knew of, if they didn't have numbers and names that they actually seen on this list, they asked for the numbers if they didn't have them. So, helping them with that, making sure, that the people that I know and love and that I know that care for me and I care for them, to make sure that they were there too, to be a part of that particular day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was something different, but it made me realize like who actually had my back in that particular moment. Yeah. Like, because I didn't even expect, I would say, them to do and go as far, or even to do and, pay the amounts of monies that they may have had that came out of their pocket. And I mean, Monique had her whole crew. She had her niece and her friend. Who knows, what I'm saying? Like, I know of some of the stuff that they did and contributed, but who knows, like, if I knew everything that they done and contributed, and Candace, all of the things that she contributed, the other guests may have brought things in or contributed in some type of way. My friend Kari, who actually couldn't make it, and I ended up finding this after, donated money, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Tracy.
Auntie Tracy, because she had to hook up on the male dancers, and, she was the reason why that was still able to be salvaged, you know what I'm saying, to where they could still come out and they have that connect. And it was just, I felt it was overwhelming, because it was already emotional just knowing like just all of the shit that happened behind the scenes, and then for it to come together, for it to be like still moving. They had food, dessert table, jungle juice, all type of different liquors, you know what I'm saying? Like, Candace had to hook up with that part. It was just like, I was grateful. And I still tell them to this day, like, I can't thank y'all enough for thinking of me, because you just don't come across good people that actually will go that far out for a friend, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, at some point in time, like, you start looking at your friends as more so family, because sometimes they do replace where your family can't pick up, or where they can't be in certain, in certain aspects of your life. Sometimes you got to maneuver people around and set people accordingly.
Well, I don't even think it's a thing of maneuvering people around. I think it's a thing to where people will maneuver themselves. They will move themselves out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And those that want or feel the need to give that helping hand or give these words, whatever the case, they will do so. And then depending on what they may or may not say, that's when you or whoever makes that decision, like, you know what? Yeah, we rock with each other on this. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can say that when things started to come about on what wasn't going to take place for you, I started feeling bad because I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, because had I already had went?
Nah, this was before, because...
Right. This was the week before I was about to go. Like, this was like literally days before I was about to go. So, I'm like, dog, what could I do?
Because it was like, because I was up there thinking like, I was like, man, at first I was like, I don't even want to do anything. That's what I was initially thinking. Like, I don't even want to do anything. I don't even want to be bothered. Like, I was feeling like, yeah, this messed up initially. But, you know, I think it was Monique and Candace that kind of like reassured me like, nah, friend, you know, we still gonna have fun. We gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we understand shit happen.
Things happen.
And not only that, you know, it was them, how they rallied up and how they supported, you know what I'm saying? Like how they felt the need to rush in and then have my back like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't necessarily expecting that, but it was like, it felt good to kind of know that, you know, people still have hearts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, I just kind of feel as if it's like, you get what you put out. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you get what you put out. And that's why I'm an advocate of not necessarily focusing and dwelling on the BS.
Yeah, you can't.
Because if you constantly do that, then it's like how we talk about being stuck in a karmic loop or whatever you may say. You're literally going to do that to yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's like, you know, you get out whatever it is that you need to say, but then move the hell on. You know what I'm saying? Move on. Like, why are we stuck at this point? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's a thing to where the way how people showed up for us, it was in two different total situations. Because for me, it wasn't even the thing of disaster. It was like, no, I'm here because this is what I know was taking place. And then in your situation, everything fell apart. But then you had people that say, no, this looks like this for now, but we're still going to make this happen. And people still showed up for you. So it's just like, you know, you really can't, in my opinion, you really can't count a situation out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why it's important to me. I think that's why it's important to like just keep your relationships, good relationships with people. You know what I'm saying? Like don't take stuff like that lightly, man. And actually in both situations, don't take neither one of the situations lightly. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where, like I said, how mine, it was no, pretty much you've been here for me. This is what we're gonna do. But to my knowledge, it was like on a sympathy type of thing on how they came, because it was like, dog, no, we can't let you go out like that. No, we got you. We got you. You know what I'm saying? And who was to think, you know what I'm saying, that you still have people out here to do stuff like that, like you said. So yeah, man, it makes you reflect for sure. Cause I was
major reflection.
I was shocked. You know what I'm saying? I was really surprised.
Cause you said you was feeling bad. Like
I was feeling, because I know I'm about to dip, and you knew I was about to go. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. So yeah, it's just a thing to where what's the thing that I said at the beginning? What is the thing I said at the beginning? What is it?
Lord Jesus, the power of who's around you.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so how I will bring this to a close. in my situation, I think it was more so like the power of the friendship. I mean, it's still the power of the friendship in both situations, but it was just like the power of the friendship on what we've had since we were kids. See what I'm saying? And in your situation, it's literally like it's the power of the individuals you had around. It's not solely the friend. It's not the friendship. It's more so the power within those individuals that's around. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody was really strong in that situation and like, no, we making this happen. This has to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like in my situation, it's like, oh, you Tank. This is why it's happening. Oh, we done been cool for X amount of years. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think it's also like the value too.
That's the word.
The value in which they see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've been knowing Monique for like almost 8 years. Because I've been knowing her as long as Callie, before Callie actually got here.
So to say 9 years.
Yeah.
10 years maybe.
Yeah, so I've been knowing her a good little minute. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, just like every friendship or relationship and everything, like, it's a build.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even though I haven't been knowing her as long, and maybe, you know, knowing Candace and other people longer, like, it just showed me, like, that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, she values me. I value her. You know what I'm saying? The same for Candace. Like, that's my girl. I value her. Like, you know, nobody's above anybody in this situation because it's like, I have special places for them in me as far as how I hold and value them as well.
Yeah.
So
the powers that be within the people you have around you.
The power.
Listen, it can be as simple as somebody taking the picture or as elaborate as somebody taking you out of the country. You know what I'm saying? So we don't take none of that stuff lightly. Neither should you. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know. Just like in Kandy's situation, when everything seemed like it was turning into a hurricane, hey, they found a way to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't asked. It was just the need. Like, no, this is the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be moments like that, I think, that in life that defined relationships, situations, you know what I'm saying, to where, and it don't even have to be a monetary thing. It can be words or how you showed up for me or the things you suggested or just being present. You know what I'm saying?
The listening ear.
Yeah. So that's what I would say. Ultimately, the powers within the people that you have around you, it may be a situation that occur. It may not necessarily be life or death, but when that situation do occur, you will see how strong those people that you do have around you really are. And with that being said, because I probably ain't gonna be able to say nothing else as sweet as that, we got to end this shit. Hey.
Imperfectly perfect, imperfect